The camera world thrives on anticipation. Every few months, whispers emerge from industry insiders' forums, and carefully timed leaks suggesting the next great leap in filmmaking technology. Most of the time, these leaks offer incremental improvements, slightly better sensors, a few more autofocus points, or modest codec upgrades. But every so often, a leak surfaces that feels like a seismic shift, product design not merely to compete but to redefine its category. That is exactly what's happening with the Canon C50, the compact cinema camera that, according to multiple credible leaks, could mark the most aggressive play Canon has made in years. The leak details point to a camera so ambitious that it doesn't just challenge Sony's FX3 or Canon's own C70, it potentially threatens to rewrite the rulebook for what's possible in the $4,000 cinema camera market. In this article, we'll break down everything we know from the leak so far: the sensor, processing power, codecs, stabilization, connectivity, autofocus, pricing strategy, and release timeline. We'll also analyze what these rumored features mean for filmmakers, indie creators, and the broader industry. If even half of these leaks prove accurate, the Canon C50 could be the most disruptive cinema camera of the decade. The sensor, 8K inside a compact body at the heart of the Canon C50, is said to be a 45-megapixel full-frame stacked-back illuminated CMOS sensor, derived from the technology developed for Canon's R5 Mark II. This is significant because stacked sensors are the gold standard in modern camera design, enabling ultra-fast readout speeds, reduced rolling shutter, and dramatically improved heat management compared to traditional designs. Canon appears to have engineered this sensor specifically to address one of the industry's most notorious challenges: overheating in high-resolution video recording. If you recall the controversy surrounding the Canon R5 and R5C, both capable of recording stunning video but plagued by thermal limitations, this leak suggests Canon has taken those lessons seriously. Active fan cooling, paired with the efficiency of the stack design, reportedly allows the C50 to sustain 8K internal recording without crippling time limits. For perspective, Sony's FX3, one of the most popular cinema cameras in this price bracket, tops out at 4012 FPS. The leaked Canon C50, on the other hand, supposedly offers 8000 up to 60 FPS for internal recording, alongside 4K at 120 FPS with no pixel binning or line skipping. That leap isn't incremental, it's generational. Dynamic range and image quality. The leaks claim the C50 will deliver over 15 stops of dynamic range, putting it on par with cameras costing many thousands more. Combined with Canon's renowned color science, this promises images rich in latitude for grading, with deep shadows and controlled highlights. Filmmakers familiar with Canon C-Log2 and C-Log3 will be pleased to know both are reportedly supported, alongside HDR-PQ and Canon RAW Light. These formats align directly with Netflix's production standards, which means the C50 could immediately qualify for high-end streaming productions, a rare feat in the sub-$5,000 price range. Processing power, dual engines, and AI. The C50's leaked internals are equally jaw-dropping. Canon is said to have paired its standard Digic X processor with a new Digic accelerator, plus a dedicated AI processor. This triple-engine architecture could enable several industry firsts. 1. Real-time color grading previews, allowing filmmakers to see live LED-style edits directly on the camera monitor. 2. Advanced autofocus tracking, leveraging AI for 3D object recognition and predictive subject tracking. 3. High-bit depth encoding, ensuring the massive data from 8K video can be compressed efficiently without quality loss. Early leaks even suggest 12-bit internal recording may be possible, though insiders hint Canon might reserve this for higher-end models to protect its product hierarchy. Autofocus. AI meets dual pixel CMOS AF. Canon has long held a reputation for class-leading autofocus, but the C50 leak suggests a quantum leap. The camera reportedly features dual pixel CMOS AF to enhance by the AI processor. Highlights include tracking up to 10 faces simultaneously in a scene, maintaining focus in crowded environments, even when subjects leave and re-enter the frame. Predictive algorithms that anticipate movement paths, invaluable for sports, wildlife, and documentary shooting. For filmmakers who have relied on human focus pullers, this level of precision could rival or even surpass manual operation. For solo creators, it could mean professional-grade focus without additional crew. Stabilization, 8 stops of IBIS. Perhaps the most surprising feature is the leaked 8 stops of in-body image stabilization IBIS. While IBIS has become common in mirrorless stills cameras, it's rare in cinema cameras, particularly at this level of performance. If true, this would allow handheld footage to look gimbal smooth, opening up entirely new workflows for run-and-gun shooters, documentarians, and indie filmmakers. In test footage described by leakers, handheld shots reportedly looked so stable that viewers questioned whether gimbals were used at all. Connectivity and design. Canon seems to be taking clear inspiration from the Sony FX3's box-style design, while adding its own professional refinements. Expected features include active fan cooling for sustained recording, optional tilting electronic viewfinder for versatility, top handle with dual XLR inputs for professional audio, full-size HDMI 2.0, avoiding the fragile micro connectors seen on consumer models, timecode in and out for multi-camera productions, dual card slots, FXPRS for high bandwidth recording, plus SD for redundancy, extended battery life without relying on expensive V-mount systems. This port selection reads less like a consumer camera and more like a serious production tool, designed for seamless integration into professional workflows. Pricing strategy: disruptive or risky? The most controversial aspect of the leaks isn't the specs, it's the rumored price point. Multiple sources suggest the Canon C50 will launch between $3,999 and $4,499 body only. That positions it almost neck and neck with Sony's FX3 $3,899. Dramatically cheaper than Canon's own C70 $5,499. Nearly half the price of the Red Komodo $5,995. If Canon sticks closer to $3,999, the C50 could become a no-brainer for indie filmmakers and production houses looking to future-proof. But if the price drifts toward $4,800, Canon risks alienating budget-conscious creators, potentially pushing them back towards Sony. A key factor in this strategy is the growing RF lens ecosystem. Reports suggest third-party manufacturers are preparing a wave of affordable full-frame RF autofocus lenses, which could make the higher price easier to swallow for filmmakers hesitant to buy into Canon's relatively new mount. Release date: March September 9, 2025. According to leaks, Canon plans to announce the C50 on September 9, 2025, with availability shortly after. The timing is no accident. By launching ahead of the holiday season and back-to-school sales, Canon positions itself to capitalize on one of the busiest buying windows of the year. Analysts also speculate this announcement will serve as a test case. Canon can gauge the market's reaction before unveiling higher-tier cinema models at major trade shows in 2026. Market implications: a declaration of war. If the leaks are accurate, the Canon C50 is more than just another camera, it's a direct assault on Sony's dominance in the compact cinema space. The FX3 has been wildly popular because it delivers professional performance in a small package. But with the C50 offering 8K internal recording, superior stabilization, autofocus, and professional ISO, Canon may finally have built a box-style camera that doesn't just match Sony but surpasses it. For indie filmmakers, the implications are profound. A camera at this price delivering Netflix-approved specs, gimbal-like stabilization, and AI-driven autofocus could democratize high-end filmmaking like never before. It makes cinematic production accessible not just to studios, but to solo creators, YouTubers, and small teams with limited budgets. A note of caution: rumors versus reality. Of course, it's worth remembering that these are still leaks and rumors. Canon has a history of last-minute changes, holding back features to protect its higher-end models or surprising the market with unexpected upgrades. Bit depth, recording limits, and pricing could all shift by the time of the official announcement. But even if Canon delivers only 80% of what these leaks promise, the C50 could still be one of the most important cinema cameras in recent memory. Final thoughts: the Canon C50 represents more than just a product leak, it symbolizes Canon's intent to reclaim the filmmaking spotlight. For years, Sony has dominated the compact cinema space with its FX series, while Canon has struggled to balance innovation with reliability. The C50, if real, suggests Canon has decided to go all in, fusing cutting-edge sensor design, eye processing, robust stabilization, and professional workflows into a single affordable package. If priced correctly and delivered as promised, the Canon C50 could become a once-in-a-generation release, one that reshapes the camera industry for years to come.